All right, so we have a question here about smart meters. The question is, I was wondering if you know any way to mitigate radio frequency radiation interference from a smart meter. It's not a regular one, it's for the water line, but I hear they are terrible too. They just installed one right underneath my bedroom. So, a good website I like to use for sort of EMF related products is lessemf.com. If you go to lessemf.com/smart.html, that will bring up the page on smart meters. Basically, if you do have a smart meter in your house or anything like that, try to get rid of it. Even if you got to pay a little bit of extra money for someone to come around and take the meter reading, in my opinion, it's worth it than having a smart meter installed. They're trying to get me to install a smart meter now in my flat, and I just outright tell them I'm not even going to even consider it. So whatever they're going to do, I don't know. But at the moment, we don't have one. But if you do have one, basically, if you can't completely block the frequencies from the smart meter, because the meter company won't allow that, because it basically will just make the smart meter not work, and that defeats the whole point of them installing it. So the idea is you need to basically protect yourself wherever you are in relation to the smart meter. You've got to put protection in between you and that, and that's going to protect you from that radiation. So there's basically two types of shielding for smart meters. There is radio frequency reflectors and radio frequency absorbers. Now basically it says it on the tin what they both do. One of them basically reflects the frequencies back outwards. One of them absorbs the frequencies. So an RF reflector, such as the nickel copper ripstop fabric, which can open in a new tab, will cause the majority of the signal to bounce off, somewhat like a mirror reflex light. It can have a very high shielding performance, and in general should be grounded for peak efficiency. It will usually offer better shielding than an absorbing material, and the absorbing material is below. Now, you might be in a bit of a situation here, because although it might give you better shielding, do you really want to be reflecting that back outwards? Maybe you live in a flat and the smart meter's below you, but you also have people living under there. Morally, do you want to be reflecting that back into other people? I don't know, it's something you need to sort of figure out yourself. If you haven't got that situation, then obviously it's not too much of a problem. As they said, if you are using something like nickel copper ripstop fabric, which is this, then basically you would just put the fabric between you and the smart meter, and make sure it's grounded. So basically, to ground anything, you either need to run some sort of metal wire or metal conductor. You attach it to the fabric and you run that wire all the way out into the ground outside. What I used to do is I used to use aluminium tape, which you can buy from Less EMF. It's basically like duct tape or sellotape, but it's like aluminium, and you can just basically attach that to whatever conductive material you're using to shield from EMF, and you just basically run that all the way down. And then buy something like an aluminium metal rod or another conductor. Usually it's the best to keep the materials the same. So if you're using aluminium tape, use an aluminium rod. But I've used aluminium tape and a copper rod. Drive the rod into the ground, so it's really deep into the ground, and then you attach the metal tape or whatever you want to use onto that, and then you're basically grounding the whole system. I find that way safer than, for example, using the ground that often comes with plug sockets. So all houses as well in England anyway. And I think in other countries like Thailand, it's not part of not part of the law, but you should have a ground plug. So in England we have a three point plug, and you've got the positive and negative at the bottom, or the live, and neutral, and then you got the ground plug at the top. If you was to get a plug and wrap some metal material around it, and that metal goes to the fabric or Faraday cage or whatever, and you plug that into the wall, then technically that should be going to the ground. But sometimes electricians don't do the job too well, and sometimes you have to test whether that ground plug is actually working properly. So I find it safer just to go straight out to the ground. You can also attach it technically again to central heating systems. So especially here in the UK, we have a central heating system because we live in a predominantly cold country, and all of the central heating systems, all the piping that go to the radiators, etc., technically by law should all run to the ground in case there's some sort of lightning strike or some sort of electrical problem that hits the central heating system, and then that can ground. So you can also attach the ground onto the piping that's in the central heating system, but I personally prefer just to go straight out to the ground. So that's a little 101 introduction on grounding. So you can get the nickel copper fabric, that's what I would do if I was using this sort of material, as I would keep it out of the way. I mean, you don't really be wanting to handle in too much something that's like nickel and copper based for obvious reasons, so I would make sure it's well away, and you can put this material on the floor or something, or on the wall, and then cover it with something else, or cover it with a rug, or cover it with some other fabric, so your body's not touching the nickel or copper. But at the end of the day, if you're suffering from EMF sensitivity, then it is important to create that shielding. So you're going to have to figure out some way of sort of dealing with it. So then we've also got the absorber. So this basically absorbs the material. This laminated microwave absorber. So you can use that as well. For this, the grounding's not needed. So, sometimes if you're living in a really high-rise flat, for example, sometimes it's pretty challenging to ground. In the ground, you can't trust the electricity. You haven't got central heating, so sometimes you've got no other choice but to use the absorber, for the protection. So if you look at this animation here, you can sort of see if you had that small piece, it would sort of protect you from that space, and you get a little bit of a bigger piece. So really, you want to have a big piece, either going wherever the direction is of the smart meter. So for most people, I would imagine it's probably below them or whatever, but you got to figure out where the direction is and put the shielding material there. Then below we've got this sort of smart meter shield kit. The problem is with these, I mean, if you can't technically 100% stop the frequencies from going out, because then you're gonna you're gonna annoy this sort of company, unless you want to annoy them on purpose until they change it. But you could pop one of them over as well. And then there's this smart meter shield kit, which looks like an all-in-one kit, which comes with the so this comes with this comes with a reflector and an absorber material. So this is like, I would imagine super effective. It comes with the mounting tape and a ground cord. And yeah, you can watch the video here if you want to. I'm not going to watch it, but it basically gives you a bit of a on what it does and all that sort of stuff. So that's it for shielding yourself from smart meters. As I say, the best way is to get away from them. You could use other things to help you, like Memon device, M for monkey, MEMON. That basically uses scalar technology to sort of neutralize the frequencies, which makes them less harmful. But in my opinion, it's much better to either get rid of them or use a really powerful shielding material that actually works. All right, so that's everything for this conversation on smart meters. If you need any other help, then pop in a comment and I'll try and get around to answering it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you soon.